Mary and welcome back to my channel. Now if you want to see what works best for me and how I declutter my wardrobe, I'm going to insert some footage of me decluttering it for the second time. So I did it a year ago and I've just recently done it again. And I'm warning you up front, I am not a typical minimalist. I've said this before, I am my own version of being a minimalist. So what that means to me is having lots of colourful items, having a lot more clothes than most people would have if they're calling themselves a minimalist. But for me, compared to where I was a year ago, this is half the amount of stuff that I used to own. So to me, I have come a long way and I'm proud of that and I'm happy with that. And I think that's what's really, really important. A book that I will highly recommend is The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. That is something that really, really helped me because it went through the process of how to do it step by step, which is kind of what I'm going to do now, not word for word, but I've taken from that book what I found really worked for me. So do a bit of research. There are a lot of books out there are a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of podcasts all about minimalism. So I highly encourage you to research a little bit more into it and find what works for you and take from it what works for you. Give yourself some guiding questions when you're starting on this decluttering process. Things when you're going through your wardrobe need to be, does this fit into my style? Does it spark joy? Does it make me happy? Does it fit me? And is it comfortable? Is this something that will go with another item so I can use it multiple times? Create those questions first and it will really make the process a lot easier for you. Keep things that you deem to be beautiful. Don't keep things that you don't like. So I'm going to insert some footage now and let you watch how I declutter. So when I did a huge declutter about a year ago, I went through all my wardrobe, all my drawers, went through my entire house in different sections, and I still have all this stuff, which is why I think it's about time to have another declutter again. I've been feeling like I've been needing a refresh for a while because we've had autumn, we've had winter, we've had spring since my last declutter, and there's a lot of things in here that I just haven't been using, so I think now's a really good time to go through it all again and I'll show you everything that I do in the process. First things first, take everything out that doesn't need to be there. Why I've got a sleeping bag in there, I will never know. Makeup bags, toiletries. The next thing you need to do is take everything out of the wardrobe and clear out the space and put it all on the bed or in another room if you'd prefer, if you haven't got enough space. But I like to put it all on the bed so I can see exactly what I'm working with. All that's left is a pussycat. Once you've got everything out of the wardrobe and onto another space, such as the bed, what you then need to do is put everything into different categories. So what I'm going to do now is put all the jumpers into one section, the shirts, the t-shirts, the trousers. Oh. Now if you find all this a little bit overwhelming and you've got too much stuff on your bed and you can't concentrate or you can't make enough space in your room, take everything out, put it in another room and only work with one section of clothing, so just your shirts or just your skirts. Once you've moved on from that, bring another pile in. I can't believe that this time last year, honestly it was about a year ago, I had a complete declutter of my wardrobe and all my clothes, went through absolutely everything, took so many bags to the charity shop, which you probably know as thrift stores as well. What I used to do is I'd have all my winter things stored separately to all my summer things. So everything was in the attic and what I'd do every 6 months is go and swap all the clothes, so all the summer stuff would then go back up and all the winter stuff would come back down. But what I did last year, because I got rid of so much stuff, I kept all the winter stuff and the summer stuff together so that it's all in the wardrobe and I could see exactly what I had at all times and it all fit. But somehow I've either accumulated more things or I just didn't do a good enough job that I thought I did last time. But honestly, this amount of clothes is ridiculous. I've got over 20 t-shirts, and I counted all those two piles here, that pile and that pile over there, they're all just jumpers. There must be over 30 jumpers there, which is ridiculous. I don't need that much stuff. So I'm going to go through everything now, hold everything up, ask me if it sparks joy, if I really, really want it, how much I love it, and if I really, really love it, I'll cling on to it, but otherwise it's got to go. I've got far too much stuff here. So yeah, I'm going to crack on. I've had a snack, I've got my water. Yeah, still going strong. Now what you want to be doing here is sorting everything into 3 piles. The first pile is something that you absolutely love and you want to keep, so you know that that's going to stay. The second pile is a no, you don't want it anymore. It doesn't spark joy, it doesn't make you happy, or it's too big or too small, or it's damaged or just looks a bit gross now and you can't wear it anymore. The third pile, you've now got a get out clause pile, so you can have a maybe pile. And this will work if you're a little bit undecisive, but you still want to be quite strict with yourself. So if you're not sure, put that item of clothing into the maybe pile. And when you've finished going through all your wardrobe, put all your maybe pile into a box or into a bag and store it out of sight that's not in your wardrobe. So you want it somewhere completely different. If in 2 or 3 months' time, you have not gone back to that pile of clothes to get out an item of clothing, you know that you don't need it anymore, so you can donate that too. Love that t-shirt. See, that's when you know something sparks joy, because you look at it and it makes you smile, and that's what you've got to judge all of your items on. Is it just me, or is it absolutely impossible to move a cat that looks so comfy? Now make sure to get rid of anything that's too big, too small, or damaged. You just don't need them. Don't feel pressured to get rid of things that you absolutely love. Don't feel like you've got to conform to other people that you've seen on videos, or other blogs that you've seen, or pictures that you've seen of people with only 30 or 40, 50 items even. You choose your own rules. You choose what makes you happy and what you're comfortable with. And if, like me, you end up with quite a lot of clothes, there is always another few months' time where you can go through this process again and find out what you're actually using and what you're not using, and if you still love those items or not. So I've finally finished, and everything here is what I'm keeping, and these are all the items that I'm actually getting rid of, so I'm going to take them all over to a charity shop. It's a little bit too late now, but what I will do is I'll head out in the car tomorrow and take them all down to our local charity shop and get them out of the house straight away, because otherwise if they stay in the house you end up looking at them again and maybe start changing your mind. So I think I did pretty good today. I was expecting to get rid of a few more items, but I'm quite pleased with everything that I've got rid of, but there are a few items here that I still think I might part with at some point. A few things that have nearly had their use and nearly had their day, but at the moment, yeah, everything now needs putting back in the wardrobe, and there we go, mission complete. Now my last tip is that when you have finished doing everything and putting it all back in your wardrobe, put all the hangers on backwards. Every time you use something in your wardrobe, put it back on the hanger and put it the right way round. But in a few months' time, check your wardrobe and see how many hangers are still backwards, because then it's a clear sign of what you're not using, and then you can get rid of them. I really hope you've enjoyed this video and that it's been helpful. If you've got any comments or questions, please feel free to put them in the comment section below, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye!